Hey, it's Jim. Just show you guys sort of the details with the new exhaust or mufflers that I threw on my Subaru. Upower is the make. I got them off Amazon. They were around 75 or 80 bucks each. There's a couple different, well, maybe it wasn't even that much. It was about 60 bucks each. Anyways, a couple different options. You can go solid chrome. I got the ones with the burnt tips on them. Everybody's got a different opinion, so whether or not I should have got them. But anyways, I checked with a shop to see about getting them put on. And Speedy Apollo, I probably won't be coming to see you guys. Quote now, I'm supplying these. All I'd ask for is for them to have flanges on them so that I could put my old ones back on. The guy wasn't going to do that. They didn't have flanges. What he was going to do was cut my old ones off and just weld these directly on. So I did want to have them flanged on the original spot so that if these ended up too noisy for the neighborhood, that I had the option to put the other ones back on or change it up anyways. So 500 bucks install. I also had this trailer hitch that I picked up at the pick and pull for, I think it was 40 bucks. It's almost brand new, a little dirty, but yeah, almost brand new. So that was going to be another 2 hours labor to install at 100 bucks or 140 bucks an hour, so almost 300 bucks there. So 800 bucks labor and parts. I had all the bolts for the tow hitch, so there was going to be no parts involved in that. Anyways, so I ended up deciding that I had better uses for 800 bucks. I'm not working right now, so I figured I could run to the auto parts place and pick up a few chunks of adapters and whatever else I was gonna need. And so I'll just run through how I did my install, and we'll get that on the go here. So what I ended up doing was basically used a couple of these clamps to position. I'll just move this camera in here now. So I guess to start with, I knew that I needed, and I just kind of mocked up and measured and whatever else. So I knew I was going to need a couple of elbows. This is 2-inch. The tube that comes into the muffler is a 2-inch. It's the inner diameter, and so these needed to be 2-inch outer diameter for them to fit. So I knew that my elbow was going to need to be something like that. I measured around, got roughly what I thought I needed. I decided to go right from the flange at 2-inch, so I didn't have to mess around with any adapters, but you can get them if you decide you want to change sizes. And then what I ended up doing was, I knew this was going to be an angle, so I had to figure out what that was going to be. And I do a little welding, only from high school shop class kind of stuff, so I do have a MIG welder in my garage, but nothing too complicated. And most of the guys in the muffler shop are probably only about that skilled anyways, so that's what you're paying for. So yeah, zip disc to cut the piece of pipe that I needed on roughly the angle that I figured I needed. So this is kind of reversed here now, I guess, but yeah, about like that, eh? So I just kind of eyeballed it. I did put my stuff where I needed it, so I actually hung my muffler from underneath the SUV to start with, to get it in roughly the right spot. So it was kind of where I wanted it as far as the spacing and trying to be centered. Maybe it shifted a little bit here. Centered in the exhaust outlets. And I bought, I think it was 6 feet of this 3/8 rod. I think it was 3/8. Was able to cut that easy with the zip disc and bend it just in a vise with a sledgehammer to make my 90s. But again, this was already supported. You can kind of see where I just used some self-tappers here and wire, whatever you want to do, just to run it back up to itself to hold it. And then it's pretty straightforward after that. So measured and bent these to what I thought I needed. Used my original muffler hangers. And I was lucky at Canadian Tire. They actually had the proper gaskets for these there. They were about $8. Nixon was the brand. Looked like good quality. And yeah, so zip disc. I built my flanges myself because they didn't have any. So again, just a piece of plate, and then drilled and cut that out. Welded that where I needed it after I cut it. Made sure everything fit. Did my rough fit up. Marked these with paint marker to make sure I got them where I needed. This is where I used the clamps, was to hold these guys in the right spot. And then I took the whole thing off the car and took it into the shop and did my welding in there. I didn't want to be running voltage onto the vehicle itself. I know a lot of guys do that, but I didn't want to have issues with any of my electrical components ending up getting shorted out or whatever with the voltage going to the vehicle itself from welding on it. So but that's an easier way to do it, is to do your fit up there, tack everything where it is on the vehicle. But like I said, I didn't do it that way. I mocked everything up and then put marks on here where everything needed to be, and took it away. I didn't go with clamps, but I think that would have been a lot easier, even if it was just temporary, to hold things where they needed to be. And then when I removed my bolts and took it to the shop, then I could have welded it up there. So that'd be one thing that, and I think the clamps are only a couple bucks each, so definitely be a opportunity. I did hit this with trim clad aluminum or chrome paint afterwards, just to try and protect some of this. There's a couple things you do need to know when you're welding muffler pipes. A lot of this stuff is galvanized, so it's zinc coated. If you're grinding that or welding it, the grinding it, the dust that comes off it is not good for you, and neither is stainless. Stainless in North America is actually mostly nickel. And any of you guys that are up on the issues that people are having with their lungs after vaping, that's because of the nickel content in that crap. So you don't want to end up with nickel from chrome or stainless going in you. And the other thing is, when you're welding that, or especially galvanized, which is zinc, those fumes are really bad for you too. So make sure if you're going to be welding that you're doing it either well ventilated, maybe with a respirator, or outside, so that you're not breathing that stuff in. Okay, but yeah, that's basically what it is. Did a little video to show you what it sounds like. Just move over it, show you the other one. So yeah, I'm happy with it. For like I said, took me most of the day to do it, and so I paid myself $800 for a day's work compared to paying it to a shop. So that's where high school shop class is definitely worthwhile. And so far I'm pretty impressed with this stuff. So have a good one. Hey, it's Jim. This is the first run with the Subaru after I put the new mufflers on it by myself, so I'll have to go in and step on it a bit here so you can hear it. I think it's about perfect. It's got the nice growl to it, but it's not obnoxious. So, yeah. I don't know whether I should have gone with blue tips or not, but anyway, threw a trailer hitch on it while I was at the wrecking yard. I got a good deal on that, 40 bucks. Yeah, anyways, that's what it is. These are the stock mufflers off my 2009 Subaru Forester XT. Pretty much common on a lot of the Subarus. So you end up with two of these things. They're close to 20 pounds each. Crazy. So I got rid of some weight and gave my SUV a little more personality. So I'll take you for a tour.